What is goody jits? Is your boy. I'm in a different area. In a very, very, very different area. Anyway, we had Starbucks. Doing the trade recap from here because why not? Got the AP on the wrist. You know me. Always iced out. Skelly. Oh god, stop that. Anyway, so in all seriousness, took a trade today on gold. Let's see this trade. This was the trade on 5 minute. This was the trade we took. Let me break down what I saw, what there was, what happened, what didn't happen. Use this as a little trade recap in order to go back in and see what we can learn from today, because every day is a bad day when you have a losing trading day. I'm joking. Every day is a freaking great day. Every day is a new day to learn. So, took a $1,500 loss on this trade. Let me pull up the MetaTrader. Price says I'm still in the position. I'm not, but that is the P&L. So took one loss today. This was a 1.2% risk on the account. So anyway, I'm actually getting into the trade now. What was the trade setup? Let's go to 1 hour, 4 hour. I can mark it down for you guys. Sorry if there's noise in the background. Gotta make these videos, and you gotta do what you gotta do, even when you're out. What the heck? Out at Starbucks. So on BDE, on GDK, gotta do what we gotta do. Anyway, in the morning I did see let's take this link and smack it into here. On Glizzy. This was what I seen in the morning. So we had an order block plotted out here. We had two. So we had a 4 hour and then 1 hour. We are still in a fair value gap, and hit EQ. So that was some bias of me thinking, and if we actually go to the chart overall, we're fully bullish, like on 1 hour. So 4 hour we're still bullish. 1 hour, daily, we're bullish. Haven't broke structure yet. It looks like we tapped into that 4 hour order block, but anyway, or hour. Anyway, with that being said, enough blabber. I have to behave myself because I'm outside, so I can't go crazy. Go dumb, go stupid for you guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, with that being said, looking for buys, was anticipating the move back to the upside, continuing that uptrend. Maserati just drove past me. No one cares. I care. Anyway, let's go down to hourly. Price did end up tapping into this, and now it's consolidating, tapping into this 1 hour order block, which we slightly rejected off of, actually heavily rejected off of. Came back down, kind of so tapped into it again. Now price looks like it's pushing back up. I don't know what it's doing, but probably is. Anyway, now scaling down 15 minute, where now price is doing its thing. Anyway, with that being said, so our bias was correct. That's something that we can take away from this. Corey, you just walked past me. Our bias was correct, and if it does break structure to the upside, not only am I going to cry, but I'm going to blow up this Starbucks. I hope it does not, and I hope everyone gets stopped out. Anyway, with that being said, what did we do right today? Oh, and of course, sorry, I didn't specify what we entered off of. Price ended up forming order block here. What the heck? Trees around me are falling apart. Anyway, price ended up forming an order block here. Price dipped down, broke structure back to the upside, broke structure here. And that was what my entry was based on, this 5 minute candle close. Entered on it, and you can see we did exit early this area once price broke under. Should have waited for a 5 minute candle close, but I was looking at 1 minute. I was like, okay, whatever. taking too long, time to exit. Could I have stayed in the trade? Yes, but with a position like this is something that is more so my fault and something I did wrong based upon my entry compared to the markets. So, and of course, depending where price action goes, it'll also determine whether or not, our bias was right. I do think our bias is still correct. I do still think we are bullish due to us hitting the order block. I'm sure later in the day we'll see that. I am done trading for the day, but what did we do right and what did we do wrong? What can we improve on? Something we could definitely improve on, I think, is trade entries, just as a whole. The entry for the break of structure was valid. It was a good trade entry, but I do feel like the entry could have been a lot better in the sense of where we would have entered and how we would have waited for the break of structure. Maybe instead of waiting for the break of structure here, we could have waited for the break of structure up there, saved us a couple, however much in spread. But with that being said, the entry, it is what it is. So our entry was, is that really considered a break of structure? That's the question. That's what we need to ask. Yes. Anyway. With that being said, 100% entry is something we could have worked on better. Right now we would have been in break even out of drawdown. I'm going to fight somebody. But what else could have solidified this to be a more valid trade? What could we have worked on? Timing. I think the timing of the trade, seeing price consolidating in the morning, it made its move around 7, then from 7 to even now, it's 11, prices started chopping. Not that it's bad to play the order block breakout, but I think definitely only trading when trend is trending. Make sense? I don't know if you guys can see me. Anyway, only trading when trend is trending, I think that's definitely something we could have done better for prior, example even here. We see, okay, we're on a downtrend, we know where we're going. Here, it's a little two-sided. Why? Because primarily, came up here, I can't even see what happened. Whatever. Just kept breaking structure to the downside, right? Let's say I'm not looking at whatever. I'm just kept breaking structure to the downside, but we're consolidating. Have been for 3 hours here. Maybe it's best for that day to stay away unless price does break out, then allows for an entry. I think that's something we 100% could have done better. Waiting for price to break out, then provide an entry, compared to just entering. I don't even know if that's considered break of structure, but is what it is. But anyway, with that being said, what did we do right though? We did enter on our A+ setup. This was still a good setup. This was a good loss. This was a loss that I would have definitely preferred to take than just taking a stupid trade and just getting stopped out like that. So this was a good loss to take. What can we take away from this? Wait to trade only when trend is trading, provides a actual bias, and wait for the actual break of structure. Wait for the break of structure. Stop loss, everything was good. It was below the lows. I was fine with that. And maybe one more, I guess, if we want, we could throw this in. Spectating on 5-minute, ensuring that, hey, if this candle closes here, we get out. If this candle closes here, otherwise than that, we get out the trade. So with that being said, I think that sums everything up in this trade recap jits, aka just me, because I'm the only one that watches these. But with that being said, I think that's everything. Could have spared us a nice chunky loss. Even here, is that really considered break of structure? Not really. So why are you considering this break of structure? Take off that alert. That alert's stupid. It's, yeah. And, sorry, one more thing, boys. If I go here on ACAP, I already plotted it out, but, this was a selling for value gap. Could have been up 101. It's only like 2.5 or 1.43 bands or whatever, but not worth it to me. Rather take A plus setups, rather take good setups that are profitable. So learn our takeaways from the day. Go into the market. It is Tuesday. Let's go back into the market. I'm not trading tomorrow because ISM. I mean, I don't trade Wednesdays, but if it provides a setup, I'll trade ISM later in the day when market settles out. Thursday, a little iffy, and Friday will be trading. So see how it goes then. Gonna be still a winning week. That's the plan. That's the goal. The goalio. So that's all I have to say for this beautiful, beautiful video. And until next time, Jits. Adios. That's on B double dog, triple dog E. Yes, sir. We only take wins. TPs only hit. Only TPs get hit on BDE.